a mother of a child who's being affected by the programs being discussed here today, as well as being affected by them myself. I have no agenda other than to share information with hopes of creating more voices speaking out against these programs. The programs I'm referring to are the weather control, weather warfare programs being covertly implemented on a global scale, often referred to as geoengineering, climate engineering, or more controversially known as chemtrails. If you've seen the white lines in the sky that spread out, then you have been witness to geoengineering. For those of you who are new to this topic, let me give you a very brief summary of what geoengineering is. Geoengineering is the dumping of millions of tons of heavy metal nanoparticulates into the atmosphere by aircraft for the stated purpose of blocking the sun. I do not believe that blocking the sun is the only reason behind what is occurring, because I have seen them spray at night, but it is the one most commonly stated by geoengineering scientists. Biological contaminants as well as unidentifiable fibers saturated with heavy metals have also been found in the fallout of the spray. The observational and biological evidence for these programs are being reported all over the world. The documentary we are about to watch is called Look Up, an introductory video on this topic aimed at those who are brand new to this information. There is an app associated with this video for smartphones that will send pictures directly to your representatives, as well as sign your name on a petition for your particular state. My main purpose here is not to promote this app or try to sell you anything. If you'd like to know more about it, my husband Garrett back there has used it and can tell you more about it if you ask him once we're finished tonight. I'm just here trying to alert you to these programs and chose this documentary mainly because of its length. After the viewing of this video, which is only about a half hour long, and a 7-minute video made by my husband, we will be having Dane Wiggington on Skype for a Q&A that I hope you all will participate in. Dane is the lead researcher for geoengineeringwatch.org and has been intensely studying and speaking about this topic for well over a decade. Many of the resources I have provided to you on the table in the back have come from his website. He is also one of the men interviewed on this documentary we are about to watch. His time with us tonight and the color flyers and DVDs are his generous donation to my efforts. I don't want to stand up here and try to convince you of anything on my word alone, and to be quite frank, it is not my responsibility to. I will do my best, but it is up to each of you to choose to research into these claims further to convince yourselves. Today I offer you information, documentation, and my interpretation of this evidence only. I have provided a wealth of information on these discs to get you started if you choose, but the most important research you could do to convince yourself that something nefarious is happening in the skies to go out and observe for yourself. A quick glance will not cut it. Go out and watch the sky like your life depends on it, because it quite literally does. I don't claim to have all the answers to this phenomenon. I do, however, know with unwavering certainty that these programs are occurring and that we are all being affected at some level. These effects are usually not sudden, although I'm sure there are instances where they are, but mostly this is a slow accumulative damage that can be thought to be attributed to something else. The rises in respiratory problems, neurological problems, the increase in diseases equated to the elderly, such as Alzheimer's, ADHD, and autism, allergies, and asthma, as well as several other illnesses and diseases can be explained by the presence of these particulates. Climate change, extreme weather events, drought, tree and plant death, and disease and crop damage can also be connected. Back in Oregon, where I'm visiting from, which was sprayed heavily almost every day, I did a rainwater sample analysis and found that our rain contained aluminum, barium, and strontium, the 3 signatory ingredients of the fallout. This matches exactly up to geoengineering patents that are already in place, which you can find and read for yourself on one of those discs back there. Garrett and I have collected rainwater from the Central Valley area, and we're still trying to locate a trustworthy lab to send it to you. The implications of this information are daunting and can be overwhelming, but please do not let that stop you from researching it further or causing you to disbelieve without disproving because of how uncomfortable it can make you feel. I believe that the only way we can hope to stop these programs is by reaching critical mass and awareness of them, and for all of our voices to be speaking out against them together. And on a more personal note, sharing this information with you is the only way my conscience allows me to sleep at night. Lastly, I would like to leave you with something that can be done. Instead of feeling like victims or feeling powerless, it is time for each of us who are aware of what is happening to step into courage, creative ideas, and action. I don't have the magic bullet, or the right answers for what everyone can do. All I have are the ideas that I have tried, which I will share with you. For too long, I have felt alone in my efforts. Today, I am asking out of all sincerity for people to step up and help stop this by caring enough to do something about it. This information is useless if action is not taken towards bringing these programs to an end. Ignoring it will not make it go away. So what I have done, along with the help of my husband and others, is collected and had rainwater tested. I have called the police station and attempted to file a police report. I have contacted the EPA by phone and demanded answers. I have called and emailed my representatives. I have compiled informational packages on this topic and sent them out in the mail using my own money to people, businesses, and industries that would care if only they knew. I have helped get a billboard put up near Portland, Oregon. I have created a Facebook group that now has over 350 members for the state of Oregon so that others aware there can collaborate their efforts. I have burned thousands of copies of documentaries on this subject and handed them out to people, as well as sent them out through the mail. I have handed out thousands of flyers, as well as put them under people's windshield wipers, taped them up in porta potties at various festivals and venues. I have made and worn t-shirts that tell people to look up. I have contacted my city council and demanded answers from them, and I have hosted documentary viewings, as I am doing right now, in other towns, and I will continue to do all of these things and anything else I can think of as long as people remain unaware or complacent. Our children's future depend on getting these programs stopped, period. My son will see and will know that his mother did everything within her power to do her part. You can choose the water you drink, you can choose the food you eat, but you cannot choose the air you and your loved ones breathe. One voice will change nothing. A few voices will change nothing. It takes large numbers to be heard and to enact change. I'm asking you today to join in with me and the thousands of other people who are aware of these programs by voicing your concerns to anyone who will listen, and even to those that won't. And then I end it off here with a quote from Edmund Burke, which I'm sure many of you are aware. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men